Welcome back to a brand new track guide, guys. This time we're going to be tackling the Austrian Grand Prix circuit, Rebel Ring. Start on the lap support to get a good exit out of the final corner. And pick up the DRS there as you can. Across the line then, heading up into turn 1. You're looking out for the black box on the left, and you also want your car over the apex. On the green strip and on the white line with your right wheel. Looking out for the 100 meter board and the black safety car board at the top there. Braking just as you pass it, not on it, just as you pass it, and you're going to carry a lot of speed into this corner. So down into 4th gear, take as much of the inside apex as you can, be careful not to get a warning, and again on the exit run all the way up to this yellow sausage curve here. Don't go over it because you will lose lap time, but you can just about run on it and get away with it. Really commit to the power out of the corner as well. So down the straight then, or the curvy straight, we are just looking to just get the most efficient line down. And again for turn 3, we want to be over on this curve as well. So same as turn 1, half on, and then your right tire just on that white line. Braking just as you hit the 100 meter board. And here we're going to be going all the way down into 2nd gear. Really come off the brake on turning and short shift to 3rd to get a much better exit on traction. Get the car as straight as possible and get on the power as early as you can. Traction is tough out of that corner. You just really got to commit to getting the power down as early as possible there. Again, just on the exit out of that corner, pick up the DRS there again. And we're going to head down into turn 4. Again, making the most of the track width here, so we're going to be all the way over on the left hand side, braking somewhere between this 100 meter board and the Pirelli sign. I find anywhere just as you pass it and just before you get underneath the Pirelli sign is pretty much perfect. Where I am now is where I tend to be braking. For this one I was taking it in 4th, but I found 3rd you seem to get a better exit. So 3rd gear, and you don't want to be all over the apex, you sort of want to kiss the apex nicely, help get the car rotated. Avoid the exit curve, just try and get a straighter line, and on the power, you can get on the power so early out of this corner, it's ridiculous. Going to the sweeping left-handers then. Again, make the most of the track it's there, it's a flat enough apex here. Just after the 50 meter board, we're braking and turning in fairly late roughly. 5th gear, hold it in 5th. Don't be all over this curve, you will spin if you're here. You can get away with just touching it again. Add on the power really early, really get on the power as quick as you can. Use all of the runoff on the exit here. Again, half on, half off. And just as you come past this white line here, you'll be in about 6th gear. And about halfway, just after you pass it, throw the car into 5th. Don't brake, just throw the car into the corner, late apex or mid apex, short shift to 6th for a better exit. You really want to commit to the power all the way out, take as much of the curb on the right hand side as you want to there. And then for the last part then, again, really got to commit here. 50 meter board, throw the car down into 6th gear, a slight tap of brake if you want to. Get all the apex, all of it, and then the back end sometimes will step out on you, but keep the car nice and level there. And then here at 5th gear, just as you are approaching the pit entry line, the pit entry triangle on the right hand side there, just as you're approaching that, you've got to really commit to this corner. 5th gear, get as close to this sausage curve as you possibly can. And then on the power super early. Use all the road in this bit of tarmac on the left hand side, and then up to the line. So now we'll go put that all together, get a hot lap done, and then we'll take you through the setup. Enjoy, guys. Okay then, so let's get into the setup. So looking at 28-20 wings, couple of long straights here, so you really need the rear wing to be quite low. High front wing to sort of try and counteract that and help with rotation as well. A lot of fast corners at this circuit. You want to get the most of the rotation out of it. 55-52 on the differential. You want to get the power down as early as possible, and this seems to be the best way that I found. In terms of your suspension, you say suspension geometry, front camber, both of them to the right, top two to the right, bottom two to the left, and then into the suspension 35-6 front and rear. So 6 is really just to again be able to get the power down nice and early, especially out of turn 2, but turn 3 really I think it is. You want to get on the power so early there, and you want the back end to be able to live with it as well. 8.4 on the anti-roll bars and 33-39 on the rear ride height there. So 39 rear ride height, obviously you've got a low rear wing, so it sort of counteracts that a little bit, plus your low suspension, so just sort of helps balance the car overall a little bit there. In terms of your brake pressure, 100% more or less as always. I think the only time we've changed it is Baku, and then your front brake bias is 55%. You could get away with 54%, I prefer 55% here. It seems to be a bit of a matter at the moment. It's 55 or 54, and then for the race 56, 57, just to help look after the tyres a little bit more, maybe on an out lap, or like going for fastest lap or something, move it back up, but other than that leave it at 56%, 57% seems to be the best way. Tyre pressures then in race conditions, 22.4 on the fronts and 20.2 on the rears. The tyres will sort of heat themselves on the rears because obviously you've got so many traction zones, so you could probably get away with minimum tyre pressures here, but for myself I find 20.2 on the rears and 22.4 is the best way for me, so I just sort of leave them as they are, especially when I'm using like harder compounds of tyres as well for this circuit. So that's the setup, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the track guide, the hot lap and the setup. If you have enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Just here to help with these videos. Again, follow my league racing progress on Rainers Racing League Facebook page. They're also on Instagram and TikTok as well under the same name. And we go live on Twitch every Monday for Formula 1 league races at 7:30 is when qualifying starts. We have an hour practice before full quali at 7:30, and then a 50% race after. So if you want to tune in, Mr. Undead 94 on Twitch. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you have enjoyed. Comment below on how you found it, if it's helped you. If there's anything you'd like to see changed. I'll try and make these as good as I can. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Take care.